doctors like Dr. Mark Perlmutter, a Jewish American orthopedic surgeon from North Carolina, who said that he saw Palestinian children being targeted by Israeli snipers with shots to the head and to the chest. Is he an anti-Semite? What about Omar Bartov, who has been cited by the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum as a leading specialist on genocide? He is an Israeli Jew himself, and he said what has been taking place is a genocide today. He joins numerous Israeli Jewish scholars, American Jewish professors, all reputable international human rights organizations like Amnesty International, which recently published a report which documents systemic sexual abuse and rape. I'm afraid to even say that word in the presence of so many children, but this is what is happening to Palestinian hostages long before October 2023. Why isn't anybody in the media talking about them? Why are they coming here and trying to dehumanize and trying to demonize us and trying to tell us that we're out here to support terrorists? They are the terrorists! They are the ones supporting terrorists because they are the ones that are supporting this narrative by which a state is allowed to commit a Holocaust in the 21st century with impunity. And our Canadian government is still sending weapons to the Israeli military. We hear of one unspeakable atrocity after another. Most recently, when the Israeli Air Force attacked Nasser Hospital, and then they came back and attacked it again to kill the rescue workers that went to save the victims of the first attack. And then, after Netanyahu had the nerve to come online and say this was a quote-unquote mishap, then the Israelis said they were targeting a Hamas camera. What does that mean? What about this thermostat? Is this a Hamas thermostat? The lies and the atrocities are starting to fall apart because even Israeli Zionists are starting to say there's a problem with this. The former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Olmert, alayhi min Allahi ma yastahiq, himself said that what his country is doing is a war crime. The official spokesman, you can Google every single one of these names and you can fact check every single one of these sentences. Daniel Hagari himself said there's no way to defeat the resistance because every time there's a foreign military occupation, there will be a resistance. The former head of the Shin Bet, who was himself the commander-in-chief of the Israeli Navy, Ami Ayalon, said that the only way for Israelis to have peace is through the establishment of an independent, viable Palestinian state. So when we take these streets, don't let them gaslight you and tell you you're here to support this cause or you're here to support that cause. Absolutely not. We are here to support the international law, the international institutions, and most importantly, we are here to say that the people in Gaza have an inherent right to resistance. And anybody that tries to stigmatize you and demonize you for speaking the truth, because they would never accept these standards for themselves. If any one of our homes were attacked, if any one of our families' lives were in danger, we would do the natural thing to defend them. And that is exactly what the Palestinian people have the right to do as well. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free Palestine! Within our lifetime! Within our lifetime! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Within our lifetime! Within our lifetime! Free, free, free Palestine! I need everybody to get behind the banner. Please get behind the banner. If you're not a chanter, a drummer, or driving the truck, you need to be behind the banner. We are staying in one lane of traffic and the sidewalk. Please follow the instructions. Bismillah.